Check. Roger, Roger.
Roger Bay.
The moon
Roger.
has landed on the sun.
Wow. We were all burned to a crisp.
Yeah, we're all dead. I don't believe in the fact that the moon controls the waves and the tides. That's some bullshit.
It's like a proven fact.
No.
No?
Did we not just establish this right now? Your facts are
Mhm.
not true.
Their facts are not facting right now.
No. False facts are false facts.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I've been meaning to ask you on that related note. How do you feel about me calling you Jack?
I mean, that's not even close to my name, though.
It's actually somewhat of a common nickname for the name John.
I've never, ever heard that. First of all, John is only 4 letters. How do you shorten John? By
Just,
one letter, but you're changing it with a completely different letter? No, no. So,
I think you
you know,
catch on.
it's funny you're bringing this up because my wife, she talks with her coworkers, and one of her coworkers is named John. So whenever she talks about me, she says John, and it gets
Mm.
confusing. So she's like, "I'm gonna start calling you JD." I just barely realized my initials have JD in them.
JD, you're a JD now
Yeah,
after all
well,
these years.
technically it's JDLM, but yeah, JD.
JDLM kind of sounds cool too. You sound like an EDM
It's
artist, like a DJ.
so again at that point it's 4 letters. Why not just stick with John?
How about Jadlam? I don't mind
I
Jadlam. Jadlam? Jadlam. Now I know your
I'm
nickname.
Jalem.
It almost sounds like a male version of Madeline. Jadlam. I don't mind it.
It sounds like you have a speech impediment, if I'm being honest.
I actually did have a I've had a speech impediment
You
since
still
like
do.
1 year old. Yeah, exactly. It's not gone away. I just get slightly luckier with it not coming out as much. But if you listen closely on episodes, you'll definitely hear that bitch peek its nasty head out every once in a while. Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
luckily for you, we're the only people who listen. And honestly, I don't even listen. I just kind of let it play with my headphones off.
Mute that bitch. You'll wear the headphones still. You
Oh,
do a good job of that. Just like we talked about, like you mentioned a few episodes back, just phase in and out of the conversation a little
yeah.
bit.
Keywords.
Keywords.
That will
That's what it
get you
was.
a lot of trouble. It'll definitely keep you out of it.
Maybe the
Or
occasional smack of the back of
I
the
was gonna
head.
say, or you're in deep shit because you did not get the correct keywords.
Why'd you put rhinoceros and brewery together?
Well, yeah, I went to the brewery with the rhinoceros IPA.
Oh, okay. Very good save. Okay. Because
Yeah.
in the wrong ways, your wife can be like, "Would you just call me right now? We are not.
The
We are no longer going
brewery's
to the
local
brewery."
rhinoceros.
What do you have today for the show, my good sir?
Well, it's gonna be a White Claw again, but
Okay.
variety.
Oh,
But
okay. I
I'm
was
hoping
worried.
I'm gonna do another roulette thing though, so I might get the same shitty one. It's also my game, so I might just put it back in the fridge.
You make the rules. I was going to
Here
say
we go.
maybe variety, but okay. Let's
Let's
see what
see.
John has in his mystery box today.
Oh, watermelon.
Is that the one you wanted last time?
Yeah.
Okay, we're cool. It worked out for you.
I'm
I
gonna be
have for the
honest.
show. Oh, go ahead, please.
Sorry,
Pardon.
I'm
No.
down to 2 White Claws and they were both watermelon, so I was gonna get watermelon regardless. Ooh.
How long ago did you find that out? Before your mystery bag grab?
Yeah, like 3 days ago.
I appreciate the transparency then. Good on you, sir.
What'd you bring? Let me
Um,
know.
for myself, I think I've brought this before. I think I brought it to the show before. Forgive my memory, but I have today Chief Peak IPA by Topa Topa Brewing
Oh,
Company.
that looks new to me. Tapatoga?
Uh, Topa
Tapatoga?
Topa.
Topa Topa.
Singing Topa Topa Gurren Lagann. I'm sure we made that
Oh,
joke the last time we brought it up on the show. I think that's what I'm confused about in that I know I brought up Topa Topa when I mentioned that Sin took me here during our anniversary. It was one of the brewery spots she picked out
Topa
for
Topa.
us. And it's a freaking
How many,
delicious boy.
from memory, how many IPAs do you think they had?
At the brewery itself,
Yeah.
7,
Oh
6.
shit. Oh shit, that's still good. Anything above 4 is nice.
It was a great variety. Speaking of nice, it was like they had a cold IPA, they had a black IPA on tap. I might be wrong in saying white IPA. I don't think that was the case, but they also had like this is like their, for memory serves right. This is like their like go to IPA that they're known for, their house IPA, if you will, Chief Peak. And I fell in love with it. I actually bought a double IPA of theirs called the Huckster that I'll be having probably later tonight for dinner. But
Oh,
for this though,
you should have brought that for Beer Belly.
I still could, but the thing is, the last time I bought it, I bought two of them because it's actually pretty cheap. Right now, anyone listening, go to your local Bevmo. They will probably have it there. At least if you live within the Southern California area, because it's not very far from us. It's like Central Cal. Anyway, yeah, have it there. I bought two, shared both cans with my dad. And so I realized today, I was like, dang, I'm really craving a Chief Peak right now. I feel like having to share two cans. I didn't get to experience it as much as I wanted to. So now this is my excuse to have all of it right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Respect.
I'm ready. Yes.
Cool.
Because I loved it at the brewery when I had it, but this time,
Straight
ooh,
from that tea.
mm-hmm, this time I'm just gonna have a whole bunch. So let's pour some out in the glass. That
Oh,
way
I'm jealous. That
people
looks
can see it.
so good.
Oh, I'm glad you think so. Nice. I'm just gonna just so that way we can get some color on there. The
Oh,
camera
that
quality is coming through
definitely
today.
looks like it definitely looks like the color beer.
Yeah. With a hue of IPA, if you will.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
100%.
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend. Ooh, that nose is peaky.
Oh,
And may I say a little chiefy as well.
I've got to say, I do not like White Claw.
How big of a pack did you buy?
My wife bought me a 12 pack.
That's a sweetheart right there. Very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Looking out for old hubby over there.
Yeah,
I'm
not
glad that
good.
your wifey is preserving my hubby for me. That's good.
Do you know when you're biting into a watermelon and you get to that white part of the watermelon?
It's a little, yeah.
That's what this tastes like, the white part of the watermelon.
Not even like the juicy, rich,
No,
yummy part.
no. It literally tastes like the white part of the watermelon.
And probably a little bit of peel in there as well, I presume.
Ugh.
Would it be fair to say that as well? Some green
Yeah.
peel
It's crazy that these were so hot during COVID. It was COVID time, right? When these were like all over the fucking place.
right beforehand. Yeah, it came. Yeah, I think it probably hit the shore, if you will, around like 2018 ish, and then all of
Okay.
a sudden, boom, it hit hard. And then yeah, COVID happened, and I think it was something like, since people weren't able to go out and people were getting more in the hang of like working out at home, it was a way to drink without getting too heavy.
I
Blasphemy.
I honestly would take the heavy stuff. I wish I was having a beer with you right now.
To be fair, you've historically had a lot of the heavy stuff, so it's okay. It's okay.
It's what made me a heavy stuff.
I almost fell out of my chair right now.
It definitely made me one of the heavy stuff. I'll say that.
It's funny because it's true. Me
Mm.
too. It's okay. Me too.
Ugh. White stuff of watermelon.
It's the thing is, after doing this show at this point to age the episode one day, 4 years into the show, it's definitely helped me gain some weight, whether I wanted the help or not.
Oh yeah. No, you wanted to help. You created a podcast around drinking heavy beers. You wanted to help.
The fuck do I expect at that point? It's a good point. I don't like you speaking logic. You're not known for that. Knock it off.
Oh my God. So the other day I went to the fair. I actually went to the fair on Friday and Saturday.
Ooh.
And Friday I had two White Claws and a whiskey. And one of the things I like looking forward to the fair, and I shouldn't be surprised at this point, is finding a nice craft IPA. But
Mm-hmm.
I've got to say, the OC fair sucks when it comes to having craft beers. It's really
Really?
bad. Yeah, I mean, I got
Sorry, it's I just
I,
have to say it's a beautiful area for craft beer, so that's kind of shocking to hear.
it's weird, right? So I will say that they do have a beer festival. They had it
Mm-hmm.
on both Friday and Saturday at beer festival.
Oh, cool.
But are you fucking hogging it? Like, what
Right.
the fuck's going on? My options are Voodoo Ranger,
Still craft.
Standard Stone, or Space Dust.
Okay. I mean, hey, at
Those are
least
not craft.
I mean, they are kind of big beer nowadays. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. That's definitely big pharma beer coming at you right now. But at least it's something. Like Voodoo Ranger is gonna put you over the edge. Space Dust is as closest second to that, and then at least you know you're safe with like 5 Stone IPAs. You'll get
Yeah.
silly, but you're not gonna walk around the fair not realizing your pants are off.
You will if you had two White Claws and a glass of whiskey right beforehand.
2 White Claws, 2 whiskey. Was that your
No,
formula?
it was two White Claws, one whiskey.
That sounds like a country song that I want to write. It sounds
You
fun.
should. You should. I can be the girl wearing the tight tights. Them Daisy
Didn't need that
Dukes.
imagery. I'm getting bulges that I didn't want to see.
Oh, you're gonna get bulges. Trust me.
I don't know if the audience, that's just us two, wants to envision that. But all right,
We'll get some audience. Don't worry.
we'll get there.
It'll be a different community, but it's a different community to offend. Is the way I see it.
Fair enough. Why not offend the one community that this show is totally geared toward? Why not?
Why not? Might as well. We've already offended everyone else. At some point, you kind of run out of options.
Yeah, yeah, we got to go for it. I respect that. So back to Jack.
Oh my God.
What
Hit
are
the
the
road,
chances
Jack.
of you being somewhat okay with that?
Nah, I wouldn't. I would not respond to you.
What about Jadalum? Are we okay with Jadalum? At least
I
that's
might
unique.
respond to that one.
If you remember what the fuck you're gonna, one day I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna be like, "Why do you keep
What's
calling me
wrong?
that?
The fuck's
Who's he
wrong with you?
referring to?"
Are you dumb?
Well, I think we've answered that question long ago. Resuming laughter.
That's fucking fake as fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
Like your
my
knowledge
God.
of beer. Well, not that we've ever claimed to have much.
Did you see that Evo was this past weekend?
I of course did. I have
Oh.
not been able to watch as much as I'd like, so I have been going back on YouTube and rewatching some VODs that they uploaded.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice. There was a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tournament. It was a little lame.
I did. Oh, was it? That's
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunate. What
yeah,
happened?
it's a bunch of like I'm not gonna say they're not good, but they're not good players.
Like
I
not like
mean,
the top.
Noel B. Hungry is pretty good. He's the one who won it. Spoilers. Um, but yeah, besides that, it was like a bunch of no names. Okay.
Weird.
I shouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say a bunch of no names, but like you have your A tier players, and you got your B tier players, and you got your B minuses. And these were the B minuses.
Why? It's Evo. You would think that were the pros just not
It's a side
interested in
tournament,
coming?
like the pro Marvel players who strictly play Marvel. It's not
Mm-hmm.
worth it.
Because last year it was main stage. Is that right?
Oh, it was main stage. That's when everybody fucking showed up.
Right. That's unfortunate. Then that's really unfortunate that they wouldn't have brought it back, especially with all the hype. But maybe
It's
they
the
just
retro.
figure.
It's like
Yeah,
a retro series that they're doing.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I did like the games that they did have on stream though. But speaking of Evo, did you see? Like, I know the two of you or the two of us. Who am I referring to? The two of us are really not that big of fans of Mortal Kombat, but that Mortal Kombat 1 has like historically low registrations for its first year.
Yeah,
I think the last time I saw it was like over a little over 500 entrants, which is like
that's
really
crazy.
low.
Just put Marvel versus Capcom. You'll get more people. What the fuck's
Yeah,
going on?
right.
What the fuck is going on? It makes no sense. I get it. They want to be current, but your
Hmm.
current sucks sometimes. Boot them. They booted MVCI.
Yeah, they didn't even let it go on main stage its first year,
What the fuck?
right? And it had the community. It definitely had the community.
At that time, there would have been more than 500 entries.
And the thing is, I bet that would have helped the game not die quite as fast. I mean, it still would have died. It didn't.
It no, it
Capcom and Marvel made a
I
lot of mistakes with that video game, but
I think it was the nail in the coffin.
yeah, sure, certainly to not let. I mean, Mortal Kombat One, probably by the end of it, maybe 600 to 700 entrants, if I had to guess. I'm just spitballing here, but for that to be able to make it, I don't know. And especially because Marvel vs. Capcom is known as one of the most hyped series that Evo has ever displayed, with huge historical moments for like a decade now, at least. And then
Yeah,
still over a decade now, still not allowing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I guess we're fanboys or whatever, but still.
super bitter. Well, did you see that they had a playable demo or the actual game? I don't know if it was a demo or the actual game of the new Marvel
Marvel
fucking
vs.
game.
Capcom Fighting Collection.
Is that what it's called? That's what it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah. MVC FC, if you will.
C. Did you see that they had it there?
Yeah. I got to watch Yipes and freaking Justin Wong play against each other for a little bit. That was fun.
That was nice. That's on YouTube now. Um, you know what? Honestly, I forgot what oh, I know why I was bringing this up. So somebody had an interview with one of the directors of the fighting games for Capcom, and that they were saying that it's a dream to make more Marvel versus Capcom games. And the same thing with SNK, like, which I feel like that's probably gonna happen sooner rather than later, especially
Okay.
since we have some SNK characters. Are those still
Yes.
SNK characters? Terry
Yeah, Terry
Bogard and
Bogard is definitely SNK. He's own, yeah. That's a King of
okay,
Fighters
they're
character.
they're KOF, yeah.
Mai
Um,
as well. And then there's one that's like anyway, but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
but he also mentioned that Marvel is aware of how big and how much the community loves the game. So I think it's gonna happen. I think it's kind of shitty to think that we're probably gonna be like 38
Yeah. Yeah. Until we finally get
because
that.
this could have been the time. I could have made it, but got the mole man reactions. That's not true because Daigo was
No.
going really far at Street Fighter at like fucking 45. So
Exactly. Yeah, he's like in his 40s now and he's still doing it. He's still doing it.
yeah, he's not as good though anymore. He's an old man.
Yeah. He's still the beast in my heart. It's okay. But
We're into the best sport because we can go late into our 40s if we really, really tried.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like golfing to where you can play it as old as you are, as long as you can keep up, you know? And that's what handicaps are for. So whenever you and I play first to 50, I easily get at least 35. That's my handicap.
Okay, you're still gonna do terrible, but
That's
sure,
fine. At least I
sure.
could only need 15 wins more to win the first to 50
You're
ecosystem.
not gonna get more than 3 though, so you
Bring
should
it
feel bad about
on.
yourself. You might be full handicap if I'm being honest. Somebody get this man a blue pass.
That's the first politically correct thing you've said this whole show ever for 4 years. That's the closest you've come to saying anything politically correct. And I'm still
fuck,
insulted.
fuck being politically correct.
Amen. I'll give you
Oh
that.
man,
Oh god, I choked on my beer for a moment and saliva. Ugh.
I I am so hype. I'm gonna date this. I already did with the Evo reference. I am so hype to watch Deadpool tomorrow.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god. I can't remember when was the last time you were so excited about a Marvel movie?
Probably Love and Thunder. I was
Shit.
unbelievably hyped for that movie. You
God
gotta expect
damn
that.
it. I thought
That's
that
true.
one too.
That was 2 years ago though. That's fair. It's been 2 years. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. When was the last time your hype and excitement matched the movie quality?
That's it. I mean, presumed movie quality. We don't know yet. It could
It,
be
it's
a
gonna be
terrible mess.
amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
I saw that Rotten Tomatoes rated it 80% fresh. So that's pretty good. It's a B minus. So I mean that's something to
It's
be
passable. If I was in college,
yeah,
I'm passing.
that's that's true. You're still getting your degree at the end of the day.
You know.
I don't know if I want a B minus Yale lawyer though, or like a Harvard lawyer. They got a B minus. I don't know if I want that one, but it's probably all I could afford
The
anyway. So
problem
there's
is
that.
they're not gonna tell you the grades that they got. You're just gonna see the degree.
That's a fair point. All I'm going to see is the
No,
paper hanging on the wall, and I'll be comforted at that. What was your GPA? Even still, having a 3.5 or 3.0 at Harvard is worth way more than whatever I had in college. So don't matter. Don't
it
matter.
was a 2.1, just so everyone knows.
Definitely in high school, and it might have dipped
Oh
below
yeah,
that until
high
I was
school
a
was
senior,
bad.
and then I got my shit together at the last second.
Oh, you mean when the classes are the easiest? The one where you can take
Jesus,
three electives, two PEs, and just one free period. Yeah, of course you did great senior year.
I had a free period in high school, and they said you're
You
so
still
dumb
get
you
your
no
free
longer get to
periods.
have the free period. No, no, they were like, you can't afford to have a free period anymore. You need to have a period. I was like, okay, okay, I get it.
Well, here
I'm
I
a
go.
dumbass.
Somebody get
My
me a
bad.
tampon. I'm about to have a period.
I'm about to freaking fail this class right now. Exactly. It was a nightmare. So I was like, oh God, here we go. So yeah. But once I actually applied myself, I had a lot of fun. But that was after high school. I was
Same
like,
college. College is
yeah,
where I was
that's
like,
where I
maybe I'm
care.
not as dumb as I thought I was.
Right? I actually can do math, sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
Wow. I
A
actually
plus
enjoy
one equals
education.
two. So,
Yes.
last Marvel movie that was so good that it equaled your excitement.
Fuck. Um, I didn't mind the Marvels. That was a fun ride.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Say
It's
the
not
next
it's
one.
not a bad movie.
Shut
I
the
liked it a
fuck
lot.
up.
I liked
Then
it.
your hype level must have been low.
it
I'm
was the
talking
first
about here.
it was the first true MCU film by Disney in years that I had not seen in theaters. So I was that let that say what you will about it,
Yeah.
about my opinion of that movie or going into it, my hype level initially. But I was hyped. It just didn't work out. Stars didn't align. That said, I'll be seeing with Sin and I. We're going to be seeing Deadpool and Wolverine on Friday.
Friday?
So
Oh,
yeah,
I got you. I
you got
got
me
you.
on all the deets.
I hope I don't pick up my phone call or do at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock p.m. tomorrow.
There's okay, okay.
Gonna have. Just
I'll
ignore my
know
call.
I'll know all the details. You send a voice
Yeah.
message, I won't be able to do much about it.
No, not at all. Or text, Instagram, Gmails.
I'm just gonna lay low for a while. I would set do not disturb, but since you're one of my top five
I'm on it.
contacts, you'll go through. That's the
I'm
worst
on
part.
it. Mm-hmm.
Part of that emergency contact list. Just saying.
Oh,
I
this
was
white
like, but
claw.
okay, to answer your question, that matched the quality of the movie, my hype for it. Thor Love and Thunder let down, but still fun in certain aspects. I
Ant-Man let
was I
down.
was I did like Ant-Man, and I was super hyped for that movie. I did like it. I could see why people, didn't think it's the best MCU movie, but it did start phase. What are we in? Phase 5 now? Phase 6?
I believe we're in 5.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're in 5.
Because phase 6 is phase
Secret
6 gonna
Wars,
okay. So
the
down the
X-Men
line still.
saga. Yeah.
What's supposed to be forgive me. I'm quizzing you and I feel bad, but what's supposed to be the first Avengers film of this phase?
Well, we'll find out for sure on Saturday at Comic-Con, but I'm pretty sure it's
Oh.
Secret Wars.
Okay. Because I know that they were saying that was probably going to be the case, but that also, they were like moving around the release dates of some films now. Like, I think probably with the drop of quality and popularity of the MCU of late
Yeah.
over the past like
Well,
16 months, 18 months, they're
if
probably
you're
like, fuck, we got to redo this shit.
they're all over the place, or at least they were. Why don't we have Blade yet?
They're working it out.
What the fuck? They've worked it out. Oh my god.
He'll be coming. He'll be coming. He's kind of a mutant, right? Or just straight vampire?
I
Because he
mean
was a human that turned into a vampire.
from my okay, I'm
Oh
going
no,
off
he
of
was half.
the Amazing Spider-Man, the
Okay.
TV show. And
Right.
I believe that origin story was his mom was pregnant and she got turned into a vampire, and then she gave birth as like she was turning into a vampire. I think that's how it goes.
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
insane.
That's what I'm
That's
gonna
actually
go
kind of
with.
cool.
That sounds
I like
right.
that.
Yeah, even if it's not true, sounds better than the origin story.
No, I dig that. It's 90s cartoon canon, so it's got to be right. I feel that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least back then, I'm sure they followed the comics pretty closely, I would assume. We'll see. If
We'll
anyone
see.
disagrees or does agree, let us know. Beer
Well,
Belly
you're
Pod.
wrong. You're wrong. You shouldn't disagree. You're wrong.
Jesus Christ. I'm having trouble answering your question because I did
That's
enjoy
sad.
Ant-Man Quantumania. Um, I thought it was a fun movie, but I mean, wasn't like amazing.
It didn't match your hype. It didn't match your hype.
It was cool. I was really hyped for Multiverse of Madness, but the first time I watched it, I did like it, but I was not as hyped as I wanted to be. But
It's
since watching
better.
it, I've liked
Uh,
it every time. Yeah,
Agreed. I feel like I like it more every time I watch it.
absolutely. I agree with you. I agree. I think I've seen it 3 times now, and it's great every time.
I've seen it like five. But
Damn. But
but
who's counting?
you walked out of
Um,
that theater thinking, damn, I thought it was gonna be a little better.
I need to look at a list of the MCU because it's been a while.
There's
But I would say,
Chi,
go
there
ahead.
is Spider-Man.
Yeah, No Way
Uh
Home. No Way Home is probably the last one where it met and probably exceeded a little bit my hype. I know we last episode or recent episode we just like talked trash about how they went about revealing certain things in that movie.
yeah, I stick to that. That's
I
so
agree with
dumb.
you.
Fucking lazy ass writing. They just knew people were gonna get hype regardless. Why waste time
Yeah.
introducing them in a cooler way?
Why not make it actually cool though? Like again,
Yeah.
I will always die on the bridge. I think of that Andrew Garfield's reveal was fine. It was fun. It was cool, but they should have done something epic for Tobey Maguire. Otherwise, why make it even more casual and meaningless than the Andrew Garfield reveal? That's
You
all I'm going to
know
say.
who had a better entrance to Toby? Doc Ock,
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Agreed.
right?
1,000%. It was epic. It
That's
was a fun
bullshit.
fight. It was really cool.
It's some
The special
bullshit.
effects were awesome for that like free or that bridge battle.
I would say that was probably the last one that met the hype for me.
You would agree?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's a good call. I think that's a
But
good call.
I will say I am more hype about this movie. This is like Civil War Winter Soldier hype level for me.
Nice. Okay,
Like
okay, okay.
I am Infinity Saga hype for this movie.
I'm keeping my expectations low. I
No,
feel like
blow them
I
up.
already know what I'm going to get with this movie, but I'm hoping it's going to
Wolverine,
just be
Deadpool.
ridiculous. In the MCU,
Oh, I
finally,
forgot.
truly.
You haven't seen trailers. Well, let me give you reasons
Mm-mm.
on why to be hype.
No, you
Human
said so
Torch
last
is
week.
gonna
No,
be in it.
I well, one thing that Ryan Reynolds did say, which kind of confirmed a lot of what you told me recently, is that he's excited for everyone to experience all the surprises, which is really cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's the merging of the Fox universe.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Fox first Fox movie, right? Or like original, non-original Fox property that's going to the MCU.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, technically, you could say like Venom 2 had references to the MCU as
that's
well.
not like, but that's not a movie. And I think now they're like Sony's retconning that. I think I don't know.
Really?
Let's not talk about that. I don't think that's true. But
Okay,
like, it wasn't
okay.
a full like movie.
Okay.
It was
Fair
some
enough.
dumb post credit scene that
Yeah,
lasted for
that's
like
all
two
it was.
seconds.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty. I mean, just like the first Venom movie, they're both disappointing. The second one might have been a little better. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever see it again. Just like I don't know if I'll ever see the first one again, unless I just
Yeah.
want to. Maybe for Beer Belly Last Call, maybe that's what we'll do.
No, don't make me watch that shit.
We talk. We have vetoes. We
Oh
have
my
vetoes.
god. I'm gonna save the vetoes for books.
I don't think I'm gonna make you. Oh, sorry. I ever
Not a
read a
book,
full
but
book.
when you're like, hey, I need you to read the 17 issue miniseries, veto.
Jesus. I don't know about 70. I wouldn't do that to you either. I mean, it would be cool. Maybe for like a part one, we do it, and then like a couple months later, then we bring back part two. That way it's
Okay,
digestible chunks, you
that
know?
makes
We
sense.
maybe
Well,
that.
I've already wasted two vetoes.
Already. Wow. All right. We get 3 vetoes a year
Yeah, three vetoes a year.
and they don't roll over, bitch. They
No,
don't.
there's none of
Okay.
this rolling over shit.
Okay. I respect
So
that.
make them
Good,
count.
good, good.
Make
Okay.
them
Well,
count.
since we're talking about Beer Belly Last Call, in case they don't know about it yet, do you mind explaining to the people what exactly we're talking about?
Yes, yes, yes. It's a subscription service where if you pay money, I will throw my dirty chonies at AJ's face.
Well, I'm sure that a lot of people
Subscribe.
would probably pay for that.
So we are now on Patreon. For $1, we will send you lovely sticker of Beer Belly. Move your head. Move your head. Move your head. Something similar to that. Well, that doesn't really show it, but there we go. You get that as a lovely sticker without AJ's face. And if you bump it, there you go. And if you bump it up to the $5 tier, which I recommend, you get to see us review whatever the fuck we want, completely uncensored. I'm talking throwing chonies at AJ's face. I'm talking about watching some pornographic videos from the early 60s, late 70s,
My favorite.
uh, listening to soundtracks in reverse. We might just put the CD backwards so it doesn't play anything, but we pretend we hear stuff. Who knows? It's
Who
gonna
knows?
get ape shit.
It's going to be ridiculous. We'll make sure it is worth your $5 a month for.
Oh yeah.
Patreon.com/beerbellypod. It is
I
live now. Jump on it. We already
mhm.
have some folks that are on there. We are very fortunate. Shout out to OG Chew Your Beer to name one of them. He was really swift on that. Love that.
Yeah.
Beautiful man. Again, at OG Chew Your Beer on Instagram. Most certainly. But yes, that'd be the $5 tier, which is the flagship tier, if you will. There is one. If you have the means, if you got that extra cheddar laying around, if you got 500 spare dollars that you just don't know what to do with, but you're like, these guys make me happy, consider doing the $500 Beer Belly Gold tier. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? I
You
mean, if you will, go ahead,
you will see us
please.
do some dirty shit if you did that. Some dirty, dirty shit.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
Oh,
out. Just know that whether it's a dollar, $5, or 500, or as we create other tiers over time, every dollar is appreciated very much so, and will go towards promoting the quality of this show, the betterment of the show, and continuing it, helping us to be able to afford production costs for everything. Just the weekly beer fund, to say the least. This will
yeah.
help out a bunch. So
I
thank
need
you to
more White
everyone who takes the
Claws.
time. Mm-hmm. Many more White Claws, sure. Well, John will be able to afford more than just White Claw. It'll be amazing. I mean,
Yes.
I'm my beer fund is running dry. So thank you to everyone who takes the time to sign up at
Thank you. Thank you.
patreon.com/beerbellypod. Seriously though, thank you.
It's gonna be a great time. Trust us.
Yes.
It's gonna
Again,
be
Beer
fun.
Belly Last Call, our show where we're going to be reviewing random stuff. Feel free to send in your recommendations and suggestions on what we should review in the future. Again, whether, like John said, it's a movie, comic, TV show, video game, whatever, let us know. We would love to be able to do it. It's going to be released at this time right now, once a month. And, if we get enough support and we can afford to do so with enough support, then maybe we can release maybe a couple episodes a month. But for right now, it'll be one. We'll announce if we are able to afford more time to be able to do more for a month. And
Mm-hmm.
again, after that, 2 months or so later, after those episodes originally air on Patreon, we will then have a wide release for them. So that way, if $5 a month isn't quite in the cards for you right now financially, you will still be able to get it
You
free.
still hear
Just
it.
wait a few months and it'll come
You will
along.
get bleeps though. There will be a lot of bleeps.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm
Will
talking
that be
about a
the
lot of
censored version
bleeps.
then?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And the chonies will be clean that get thrown at AJ. So
Oh, nice. They'll be
yeah.
unworn, but still
Yeah.
throwing chonies nonetheless. I can appreciate that personally. Thank you for saving me in that.
Oh my god, that's too good.
Well, thank you for those who don't subscribe to patreon.com/beerbellypod, but also please subscribe to any tier that you prefer on patreon.com/beerbellypod.
Do the $500 one. You get some dirty shit.
We'll talk deets on that in the future. I gotta stop saying deets.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gotta
a hint
stop.
to what's gonna happen. My deets
Jesus
all over
Christ.
you.
And on that note, an episode of Beer Belly would not be complete without John's lovely words of wisdom for the week. Go ahead, sir.
If you guys want to have the best time of your life, find yourself one friend. You just need one friend. Okay? One friend who avoids trailers, spoilers, or anything. You make sure you watch that shit before he does, and you fucking ruin it. I'm talking, you bring up how Human Torch is going to be in that movie, how Professor Xavier is definitely going to be in that movie, how they showed a glimpse of Magneto in the second trailer. I'm talking just ruin that person's day because it's going to make your day better.
I do not want to applaud that at all. But the man speaks facts. I'll give him that.
Oh
At
my
Beer Belly
God.
Pod on all your favorite socials. As you're already listening to us now or watching us, if you want the video version, you can find it on Spotify. Links to everywhere you
Spotify.
can find us across the internet in every episode description, of course. Again, thank you to everyone who takes the time to subscribe to us on Beer Belly Pod, or I should say patreon.com/Beer Belly Pod. It helps out a bunch. It's been 4 years of doing this show. We're excited that now we finally have given ourselves the opportunity with your help to further up the quality of the show in virtually any area. You know, we want to make merch. This will help make that happen.
Yes, it
We want to
will.
be able to do other things with the show. We want to be able to travel to head up other breweries around the world. Depending on the amount of support we can actually get from this, that can actually happen. So, I mean, who knows? But that being said, it's all at patreon.com. So it's Beer Belly Pod. I think we have to say the website URL at least 7 times per episode. I think
Okay.
that's like on the
I like
contract
that.
now.
Yeah. And then as we listen through before we post it, if we miss it, we'll just say right at the beginning. BeerBellyPod at patreon.com.
Very good. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Send in your questions and comments for us to talk about on the show. You can reach out to us. What's that email address again, good sir?
BeerBellyPod at patreon.com.
Jesus Christ. Or at gmail.com. Either way. But yes, BeerBellyPod.
At gmail.com.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Patreon.com/BeerBellyPod. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Send your questions, comments, and also craft beer suggestions for us to try in future episodes. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. But it has to be like the most obscure shit ever. Did you fall?
I'm here. Sorry.
What happened?
I sat at the edge of the chair, which made it tip over.
You dumb shit.
Most obscure shit ever.